For the many trying to get into simulation racing, the simulation you choose may become the easiest choice you make, as the accessories you get for your sim racing career are also vital when joining the sim racing world. We are going to look at 3 aspects, and from there, we can narrow down what will work for you as you make your leap into simulation racing. These 3 aspects will be your computer and the components that make it up, your method of controlling the car, and finally, the way you view the simulation. These are all very important and vary based on program, cost, and the age of equipment, and can either be interchanged flawlessly or cause major issues when working on a new setup. Now, with that out of the way, let's get on to how you can get what you need to begin sim racing. Your computer. If you are going to sim race on programs like Assetto Corsa, iRacing, NR 2003, rFactor, or anything of that manner, you will need a computer. Let's start by taking the minimum requirements from iRacing, as Assetto Corsa is about on par with that, compared to the older rFactor and NR 2003. Intensive? Right. We are going to need to look for a few ways to get that type of hardware, depending on the budget that you have. On the budget-based end, you could go for the Optiplex series, and despite its recent oversaturation, there are still many good deals on the table. Now, GPU prices have also increased, but with deals like this GTX 970, you can get a relatively good PC for about $500. If you want to go for a different approach and use a site like Amazon for higher-end pre-built hardware, we could look into Amazon's Choice Gaming PC, going for $800. However, there is a major catch that I see. Only 8GB of RAM on a machine twice the price of an overmarked Optiplex. With no RAM specifics, it is possible these pieces are cheap, and just put in there to make the more eye-catching pieces fit the budget. For those new to PC picking, a higher rated PSU is better than a high wattage PSU, as a high numbered, low-end PSU could kill systems entirely. What if you're not into pre-builds? In that case, getting your own parts, cases, and putting it together might be the way to go. You could do this in-store at places like Best Buy, Micro Center, or in any nearby tech store. Or you could do it online on sites like Amazon, eBay, or online tech sites such as Newegg. However, you may notice that this is the most expensive route, especially when picking the best items. So if you are willing to go this way, take note of the pricing, as of the 3 routes I've shown, this is the most expensive. Now, onto how you will control the car. Controlling the car in a simulator is very important to how you race. It is your way of feeling the car from your display to your hands. If you are on a budget, a controller is possible, but I recommend sticking with me and discussing the possibility of a wheel, rather than using a PlayStation or Xbox controller, if possible. To start, what not to buy. Anything with below 360 degrees of rotation is a no-go, meaning wheels like the Thrustmaster T80 are not recommended, as they are prone to breaking faster than many wheels on the market. If you want something entry-level, go with something like the Thrustmaster T150. The wheel I have, as its 1080 degrees of rotation and a multitude of front buttons, make it both a very good wheel for general racing, as well as a surprisingly good controller for older games, if you emulate them. If you want a 3-pedal system, something higher up like the Logitech G920 may also do the job, as well as its companion shifter, making more realistic shifting possible. Finally, if you want the highest up wheels, you may go for items like the Fanatec Club Sport, which was given the title of the best higher-end wheel for iRacing by Windows Central, coming in at $850, or the Fanatec Podium, which is priced at $1,800, and given its reviews, compatibility with every platform, both consoles and PC, and its features, the highest end it can get is Fanatec. Now, with these 2 choices, being your computer and your way of controlling the car aside, let's get to the one aspect that is the most subjective, the way you use your monitors. There are 2 common ways sim racers set up their monitors for racing, and we will begin with the most common one for beginners, being single monitors. With one monitor, you can adjust your field of view as a supplement, and especially with surround monitors like the ones Samsung have made, these make it so one monitor can be viewed in the same way as 3 without having to spend the money for 3 monitors. And for typical monitors, it is still possible to use them for sim racing, as even laptop monitors can take advantage of the features which simulators have to get every inch out of any monitor. When it comes to 3 monitors, many looking to be fully immersed in racing use this, and depending on how well it is set up, you can feel as if you are within the car, but at a cost. 3 of these ASUS monitors get us up to $750, and while cheaper than our one surround monitor, it would take more GPU power to manage 3 displays at the same time. And let's bump it up to, say, 1000. We begin to see the parallels. For 3 monitors, desk space will also be needed, and if you can hammer that out, possibly combining desks to lower costs, then you will find yourself immersed in gameplay, so long as the monitors can work with the simulation, as non-identical monitors being used for triple monitor setups can become a handicap while racing. And that concludes this video. I put a guide up on screen to show what I would pick depending on what you are aiming for, and I will put a few videos in the cards at the end of this, as well as a description, which helped me on my way to getting a setup, including a guide on how to improve your Optiplex and how to set up triple monitors and simulators such as iRacing. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe, it is all greatly appreciated, and I will see you guys in the next video. I have a lot coming up soon, and I'm excited to share it with all of you guys. Stay safe and have fun setting up your rig.